Hey, yo, happy holidays, family. I hope y'all had a good day. I just hope we know exactly what we're celebrating, whether it's Krishna or Helios or Jesus Christ or Santa Claus. You know, it's funny. We got the fairy tale of Santa Claus for the babies, and then we got baby Jesus for the fairy tale for the grown-ups. And the reason why I say that is because today we were celebrating the light of the world, right? The Savior, the bringer of life, the Son of God, but not the S-O-N. We're celebrating the S-U-N. And what we need to understand that the stories that we know of today, like Krishna, like Helios, like Jesus, like Hanukkahs, whatever you want to call them, are only depictions of what happens above. And yes, I know y'all have heard the phrase, as above, so below. You see, the reason why we have all these holidays is because it's a way for us to document the laws and the acts of nature that affect us as a humanity. For example, this specific holiday, right, is Jesus rising and being born, right? And the three kings that follow the star in the east and follow him to Bethlehem to where he is born. Well, we're going to break all that down according to the stars, and we're going to align it with the stars because they're the ones that made it so. Now, the star in the east that the three kings were following, that is the Ceres star that is outside right now. That is the Ceres star. That is what they're referring to. And then the three kings that they're referring to are the three brightest stars in the Orion's Belt constellation. At this time of the year, they are the brightest stars in the Orion's Belt constellation, and they have always been referred to as the three kings. And now the three kings and the Ceres star are aligned right now. And actually, before the sun rises, the three kings are aligned because the three kings are following the star in the east, right? So now when the sun is born, the sun is aligned with the Ceres star along with the three kings, which is the three brightest stars of Orion's Belt constellation, and they form what we call the Southern Crux, C-R-U-X, right? And so what we need to understand is what is happening is called the winter solstice. And what is a winter solstice? First of all, a solstice is when the sun is at its highest or lowest point in the sky, and it only happens twice a year. There's a summer solstice and a winter solstice, right? Now, the winter solstice is when the sun is at its lowest point. And when it has its lowest point, it rises again December 25th, and the sun is born. Life is all good, all right? Now, what we need to understand is that when we talk about the sun being born in Bethlehem, we have to understand that that is also a star constellation in the sky, which is Virgo, right? And Virgo in Latin means virgin. And the symbol for Virgo is the M. And the M is Mary. Virgo, Virgin, Virgin Mary. That is the constellation that depicts Mary, right? And Mary is the personification of the constellation Virgo. Now, another name for Virgo constellation is the House of Bread. Now, what do you know? Same thing as below. The House of Bread in Arabic is Bethlehem, which is the place where the sun rises. Ain't that some shit? So remember, family, all I'm telling y'all is what's happening in the stars is happening down here, okay? From the Easters to any other holiday that you know that is documented, we document it because as above, so below. What the laws of nature and the acts of nature do will affect us in the long run. The sun is a life bringer. When it goes away, things die, okay? So we have to document these things, whether we personify them and call them Jesus, then that's what we've been doing. But we need to understand that when we do that, that's what we're doing. So it's not really a S-O-N that was living out here. It's the S-U-N that's been living out here. That's the only life bringer I know of.